And we're going to be talking about the 7 heavy metal detox cleanses. 7 heavy metal detox cleanses. Going to talk a little bit about the different levels. Today's the day. The books are released. Brain Saver right here. Brain Saver protocols. I promise you this. They will go down in history as the greatest health books of all time. I promise you that. When you hold one in your hands, you'll feel it, you'll know it. You'll know it when you read them. They're epic books. And if someone says, oh, he's biased because he wrote the books, I'm just like you guys. I'm a messenger. I got the information from above. I put them in the books. I can judge them. I'm allowed to. I could judge the books just like you or anybody else. And hands down, you will be so blown off your seats. I promise you that. Because they're that good. You guys, happy to be here. I have the Brain Saver books in front of me. Right here, okay? And I'm going to open them up in a second. How are you guys doing? Incredible to be here in this moment in time. I'm honored to know you guys. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to deliver this information. I'm honored to be the messenger, regardless of the price I have paid along the way and still do. I am honored to be here, and I am so excited, and that's just to say the least. You got your books, 1,200 pages of pure goodness. Incredible, Mark. Amazing. You're so excited. You got your books? Incredible. So Ashley says, hello, I'm becoming a brain surgeon. Your work is amazing and will continue to flourish in the health field. That's incredible, and we need brain surgeons because a lot of people have stuff inside their brains. They have stuff inside their brains that grow, and so that's an incredible. Surgeons are gifted too. It's just amazing. I love hearing that. So look, you guys, I'm on here. You're excited. Hi there. You got the books. Incredible. So, all right. Let's go, you guys. Let's talk about it a little bit. I got the Brain Saver. And I got the Brain Saver protocols in front of me. You guys see them right there. Okay. So, what happened yesterday when we were doing the live is I was reading some of the symptoms and conditions, but there were so many symptoms and conditions that are in the books that I kind of like only got through some of them. So I just want to ring off a few at you now and see what you guys think. And maybe you guys have some of this and maybe you don't, or maybe you don't even know it. When we go into it a little bit more, heart palpitations, okay? Non-neurological heart palpitations, neurological heart palpitations. There's a big difference right there. That's how incredible, that's how advanced the books are, where there's a little bit of both. I'm going to put these right over here. There's a little bit of both of that people have, and nobody knows this, that there's neurological heart palpitations and there's non-neurological heart palpitations. Heat sensitivity. So many people have heat sensitivity. Okay. Hepatitis. I even have that in here. Herpes simplex, HSV1, HSV2. How many people have the cold sores? So many people have all the different cold sores, the mouth sores, right? HIV. Got that. Humidity sensitivity. How many people have, they're really sensitive to humidity? Huntington's disease, hyperhidrosis, hyperpigmentation. So many people are dealing with hyperpigmentation. That's a big one right there. Impulse control issues. So impulse control issues. Inflammatory myopathy. So many people have that. They didn't even know it, and they have inflammatory myopathy. Influenza, right? Inner ear disease. That's important. So many people have that. Insomnia, right? Intracranial hypertension. So hypertension, that's cranial, not just hypertension somewhere else in the body, but cranial hypertension. That's a big deal. Irritability, itching and burning when no rash is present. How many people are dealing with itching and burning with no rash present? Jaw pain, mystery jaw pain, right? Joint pain, it's another one right there. Learning disabilities and disorders. You know anybody with learning disabilities? Do you know any children with learning disabilities? Left neglect, That's another one too. Liver spots. How many people have liver spots? You guys know anybody with liver spots? Long haul C, right? Also known as long C. You guys know what word I'm talking about. Long haul flu, loss of face movement, loss of smell, loss of taste. How many of you guys have dealt with loss of taste, loss of smell, right? Low vision. You guys know anybody with low vision? You know, has nothing to do with whether you have glasses or you wear contacts. It's just low vision. Even with, regardless of that, the low vision problems people have. Lower back pain. Any of you guys dealing with lower back pain? Mystery lower back pain? Lupus, that's one right there. Lyme disease mania. Marijuana withdrawal. That's interesting because a lot of people don't want to smoke the marijuana because they've maxed themselves out by it. They've done it for years and they just want to be freed from it. I'm not judging anybody here. I'm just saying they want to be free from it. So there's actually marijuana withdrawal in here. ME/CFS, melasma. How about melasma? So many people are diagnosed with that or dealing with that. You guys know. Memory issues, memory loss, Meniere's disease, right? So you get dizzy, you get the vertigo, and it's like Meniere's disease. Meningitis, migraines, mind-body syndrome. That's something a lot of people are dealing with right there. Everybody's saying, look, I got this, I got that. I see you on Instagram and everything. You're saying this, and I see you guys there, right? You guys there on Facebook, YouTube. You're like, hey, I got this, I got that. But it's probably in the book. I'm just reading just a few things. Mitochondria myopathy, mononucleosis, mood changes and mood swings, motor skills disorder, multiple sclerosis, muscle pain, mysterious muscle pain. How many of you guys have mysterious muscle pain, right? I mean, a lot of people do. Muscle spasms, mysterious muscle spasms, right? Muscle weakness. A lot of people muscle weakness where they feel like they're weak in the muscles, like they can't do anything, okay? Muscle weakness. Muscular dystrophy. Myelin nerve sheath damage, myocarditis, mystery fears and worries, mystery hunger, narcolepsy, nausea, mystery nausea, neck pain, mystery, neuralgia, neuritis, neurological fatigue, neurological gastroparesis. Neurological fatigue is a medical medium term that's taken over by research and science. They actually took the medical medium term, neurological fatigue, and now they're using it out there without the medical medium, being cited. We know how it works. Neurological Lyme, neurological symptoms, neuromuscular disease, neuropathy, neurosis, numbness. How many guys are how many people are dealing with numbness, right? How many people do you know, women and men? Obsessive compulsive disorder, that's OCD. Neuralgia, optic nerve atrophy. So many people have optic nerve atrophy and they suffer with all these different symptoms. It's brutal. Optic neuritis, orthorexia. Interesting. Orthorexia here in the Brain Saver books. Other specified feeding and eating disorder, overeating, pain in the back of the head, mysterious, pain inside or around ears. How many people got the ear pain? You guys have that, like the ear pain? How many people have that? Pancreatitis, PANDAS, right? Panic attacks, paralysis of facial nerves. Who do we know out there that's got paralysis of facial nerves? Even a famous person, right? Paralysis of facial nerves. They might want to get this book. So it keeps on going on. Parasites, Parkinson's disease, peristaltic issues, personality disorders, pica, eating disorder, right? P-I-C-A, pica, polymyalgia, popping in the ears. Who gets the popping in the ears, you guys? How many people get popping in the ears? I'm just taking a couple of minutes and just reading some of the symptoms and conditions in the Brain Saver books. So pica, yep, P-I-C-A. It's an eating disorder. Post-polio syndrome. How about POTS? You guys are dealing with POTS out there. Did a little video on POTS. Pressure in chest. that whole mystery pressure in your chest, tightness to chest. It's another one all on its own, right? I healed my mystery nausea with MM info. Amazing. So psychosis, PTSD, psychedelic mushroom withdrawal. That's a big one right there. And I've known people talking to doctors, and a lot of doctors, where they got patients that have done so many psychedelic mushrooms they can't break free from them, and they just start losing their minds, and they need a withdrawal process. Psychosis, PTSD, PTSS, pulling sensation in the face. So facial pulling sensation. That's a big one right there. Pulling sensation in the nose, where you feel like your nose is being pulled one way or another, like it's being actual pulled. And a pulling sensation in the eyes, where you feel like your eyes are being pulled. Forehead too. Pulsating sensations in the head. Anybody have any pulsating sensations? Did you ever known anybody to have that, where you feel a pulse where you shouldn't have one? Where it shouldn't be, like, why is this pulsing right here? Or why is this pulsing now? How come I'm living with this pulsing condition? Recreational drug withdrawal. The recreational drugs. Repetitive strain injuries. Restless leg syndrome, restlessness, RA, rheumatoid arthritis. Right neglect. Ringing in the ears, roving pain. Sadness, sarcoidosis. Scar tissue on the brain, schizophrenia, sciatica, SAD, seasonal affective disorder, seizures. A sense of not digesting well, where it's like, I'm not digesting my food. I just don't feel like I digest my food at all. These books are just absolutely phenomenal for people. Groundbreaking information. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it too. Just incredible. Shingles, Sjogren's syndrome, sleep apnea, sleep issues, slurred speech. Are you like your speech slurs? And it's not because you're tired. Spasms, speech difficulties, stiffness, stiff person syndrome, burning stomach. How many people have the burning stomach out there? I've seen that over and over and over. Stomach flipping when you're not nervous, or it's a nervous feeling, like your stomach's always flipping, right? You see that out there? Stomach pain, stomach problems. How many people have stomach problems? Just about everybody in the United States, never mind globally. Strokes, sun sensitivity. There's a lot of people that are sensitive to the sun. Sunspots. Swallowing difficulty, where they have a difficult time swallowing, regardless of what it is, food or not. So I'm just saying, you guys, I'm just running through some of the symptoms and conditions in the Brain Saver book. I still haven't gotten to the end of the list. So I'm going to talk about one thing here, which is interesting. Back to the medical medium brain shot therapy. Now, I promise you, the medical medium brain shot therapy, that your mind is going to be blown when you use the brain shot therapy. So it's 30 shots, but what's incredible is the brain shot therapy cleanse. That's exciting. Now, I'd say there's different levels. So there's the cleanse, but I want to talk about that a little bit. So I'm in the brain shots, and I know I talked about this yesterday because it's that incredible. You got the different brain shots. That's the exposure shot right there. Now, be prepared. So here's the thing between yesterday when I was talking and today, and I'm talking, right, about it all. Today, I'm just trying to give you guys a little heads up that when you embark and venture into these brain shots, prepare yourself. Because people are not used to getting results right away in this world. They're not. In alternative medicine, in conventional medicine, people are not used to results immediately. They never expect it. So when you do the brain shot therapy, brain shots, it's going to surprise you. So I'm trying to prepare you, because people don't get results right away, but they do when you're doing the brain shot therapy. So when you embark into these brain shots, get ready so it's not a surprise. I don't want it to be a big surprise for you. I don't want you to do it and be like, what just hit me? Oh my God. I want you to know that this is quick acting relief. It happens. So actually be ready for it and be prepared for it. So there's the pathogen exposure shot. Talked about this a little bit yesterday. Toxic fragrances exposure, negative energy exposure, mold exposure, EMF and 5G exposure. So I'm just going through some of them, but I'm going to move out of the brain shot therapy. Well, actually, let's talk about the different levels. There's 7 brain shot therapy cleanse levels. So the first level is entry level. So if you want to embark into that or try that, you do the entry level. Second one is basic. So it's the basic brain shot therapy cleanse. Third level is simplified brain shot therapy cleanse. Fourth level is intermediate brain shot therapy cleanse. Fifth level is performance brain shot therapy cleanse. Sixth level is advanced brain shot therapy cleanse. Seventh level is high-powered brain shot therapy cleanse. And remember what I was saying before, even if you're just doing them singly, like you're not doing the brain shot therapy cleanses, but you're doing the brain shots, that when you partake in those, be prepared to actually feel something. What happens in alternative medicine, no matter what you do, where you go, getting instant, quick results or relief is not something that's heard of out there. But this is the medical medium stuff, and this is the Brain Saver books. So look out. And we're in Brain Saver right here, and we're Brain Saver protocols. So the whole thing about with brain shots, what are they? Let's clarify that right now. I'll give you a little window into what they are, just so you know. Here's the mood shifter right here. If you see a glass. That glass is filled with roughly around 2 ounces. That's a shot glass. So they're brain shots because they're small quantities of medicinal food. And then what happens is when you actually turn it into the shot through the recipe that you have here in the Brain Saver book, it looks something similar to that. I'll show you another one right here, just so you're not confused. This one's the energy shifter right here. There you go. So keep in mind, that's like a 2-ounce shot glass is what that is. Now I'll show you another one too. Here's a craving shifter right there. So what I mean quick acting relief, I mean if you're somebody fighting and struggling with cravings, somebody that's struggling with cravings and dealing with anything like that, and you do the brain shot, you get the instant relief. So it's a big deal. If you're dealing with frustration, if you're somebody that gets heated up easy, you get angry, that's the anger shifter right there. That's a 2-ounce shot glass. So these are the medical medium shot brain shot therapies and medical medium brain shot therapy cleanses with 7 different levels. So I'm just kind of, so I see you guys, some of you guys got questions about it, and you're like, well, what is that? So I'm in the medical medium heavy metal detox section right here of Brain Saver. Now, what's incredible about the heavy metal detox, first of all, medical beam information, the heavy metal detox smoothie that's been out there, and the heavy metal detox cleanse, medical medium that's been out there, has saved a lot of people's lives. It's helped so many people around the world. In the Brain Saver books, takes us to another level, which is really exciting. So not only is this filled with information, detailed, comprehensive information about toxic heavy metals, what happens in our body and how it works, information you've never heard before, but there's 7 heavy metal detox cleanses in the Brain Saver books. So I'm just showing you guys, and different levels. So the first level is the entry level of the heavy metal detox cleanse. Second one is the basic heavy metal detox cleanse. The third one is simplified heavy metal detox cleanse. Fourth one is intermediate heavy metal detox cleanse. Fifth one is performance heavy metal detox cleanse. Sixth one is advanced heavy metal detox cleanse. Seventh one is high-powered heavy metal detox cleanse. So a lot of people have different levels of toxic heavy metals, different areas inside the brain, different places. A lot of people have toxic heavy metals in the emotional centers of the brain. So they're having a lot of different mental health issues because of it. They're struggling. Their mental health is actually in a place where they're actually struggling every minute, every day, every hour. So many people, not just depression and anxiety, but that plus other things too, compiled into it. So when you're talking about the high-powered heavy metal detox cleanse, that's a whole nother level too. So many people. So advanced heavy metal detox smoothie and an extractor smoothie. So let me go into that a little bit. And then there's advanced extractor smoothie. So there's something in these books called the extractor. It goes with the heavy metal detox cleanse. So when you experience that, so I'm trying to get you guys just familiar with what's happening inside these books, because it's a whole nother level, these Brain Saver books. And I want healing to happen quicker for people. I want people to get results quicker. A lot of times what's happening now, so the world is changing, and that's the thing with what's going on with the Medical Medium book series, is as the world gets more corrupted with poisons and toxins on a level that we've never seen before, and everybody's just like a frog in a pot of boiling water, because you're kind of living in it, you get the exposure, you don't know it, and it gets worse and worse. We have to do something about it. So what is offered in the Brain Saver books is to move that needle no matter what it takes. And Medical Medium Information has already done that for people, but we're coming on in history in the next 5 years, even now and moving forward, that we're going to be up against so much more with our bodies, so much more corruption in the industries, so much more exposure with pathogens, that we have to keep up with it, and we have to make sure that everybody has a chance to move the needle. So it's really an incredible, exciting moment in time right now for the Brain Saver books and all Medical Medium books. I mean, I always recommend having them all, having your personal library at home filled with all the books, but by no means do you want to not have the Brain Saver protocols and Brain Saver books, okay? So letting you guys know what's going on there. So if you just came on, I'm just reading some of the comments too as you guys are here. If you just came on, we're talking about the brain shot therapy cleanses, which is mind-blowing all on its own. 7 levels of heavy metal detox cleanses. We're talking about the advanced heavy metal detox cleanse, and we're talking about the extractor smoothie too, part of the heavy metal detox cleanse. This will blow your mind. I can't wait for you guys to hold these books in your hands and see what I'm talking about here. I'm really excited for all of you. You love your MM personal library? Incredible, Lisa. You just received the books, Alexandria? Amazing. So, give you a quick rundown on the books a little bit if you guys aren't familiar with it. There's over 300 symptoms and conditions in these books. Many of the symptoms and conditions I explain in detail. Now, there's an eating disorder chapter that's on a level no one is ever going to expect, really. It's mind-blowing. So that chapter alone is just lots of incredible information. So I want to give everybody a little window into the book. There's a blood draw chapter in detail of how to protect yourself with protocols on how to protect yourself before you go for a blood test, protocols for how to protect yourself after you had your blood test or blood drawn. So that's a big, big plus inside these books all on its own. And I've talked about it. If you're new to medical medium information, you might not know about what happens when you get your blood drawn and how it weakens your immune system and that your bone marrow has to go in overdrive to produce immune cells. And as we get sicker and have mystery symptoms, our doctors and specialists, they order more blood. So they want more blood drawn. So now you're into a lot more vials of blood. Then you lose more of your immune system. And then your bone marrow has to go into overdrive again. And then your condition worsens. So medical medium information has been about doing it right. Teaching your doctor about your blood draw. Making sure that you can protect yourself at the same time. And in the Brain Saver books, there's a blood draw protocol for before you have to go and get your blood drawn and after you get your blood drawn. And so that's a huge deal all on its own. Michelle L. says, I had so much blood drawn, I can't believe it. But it's incredible to know about the information in here for blood draws. So there's that all on its own. Anyway, you guys, just wanted to let you know the books are out today. They are ready. They're being shipped out from what I hear. So when you get a chance, check them out. Brain Saver, Brain Saver Protocols. And I'll see you guys next time.